channel. I'm Ben Hauver, and today we've got a simple question with a simple answer. The question: should you be drafting Michael Thomas in fantasy football this season? The answer: absolutely, unequivocally, no shot. Look, I wouldn't touch this dude with a 39.5-foot pole, like straight up on my Grinch shit. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to it. It helps us grow. And if you like the content, enjoy the content, like the video. But back to the issue at hand, Michael Thomas. Some people call him Slant Boy. I think that's a little bit much, right? I prefer Slant Man. The New Orleans Saints wide receiver one and infamously cryptic tweeter is expected to miss 5 weeks minimum of the regular season due to an ankle surgery that he got in June. With the Saints having an early season bye week 6, him already slated to miss the first 5 games, that puts Michael Thomas on track to return in week 7 of the NFL at the absolute earliest. Right now, on Underdog Fantasy, Michael Thomas has an ADP of 82.2. That puts him around the 7-8 round turn, going as the wide receiver 41 in the same range as guys like DJ Chark, Juju Smith-Schuster, Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks, Jarvis Landry, Darnell Mooney, etc. And I'm taking all of those guys over Michael Thomas, and I think that that's a pretty simple decision to make at this point. Absolutely nothing about this Michael Thomas situation as it currently stands gives me any confidence whatsoever. For Thomas to pay off his current price in fantasy football, you need the following 3 things to happen, all of them. 1, you need Jameis Winston to be the starting quarterback for the Saints. 2, you need Michael Thomas's rehab to go perfectly and for him to return and remain healthy from week 7 and beyond. No more missed games, no re-injury, no slow rehab, none of that. And 3, you need to be able to draft a good enough team to still be in contention to make the playoffs, all while having sacrificed willingly the first 6 weeks of production from your 7th or 8th round pick. To have all 3 of those things happen in conjunction seems like a bet I just don't want to make, but let's go point by point and examine why. First off, the quarterback situation. It is a complete unknown, and even if we learn who the week 1 starter is going to be, there's absolutely no guarantee that that'll be the same starting quarterback in week 7. We can't even project who's going to open the season for the Saints, let alone who's going to be starting after their bye, after a potentially shaky start to the season. Without Michael Thomas in the lineup, this team is rolling out arguably the most abysmal core of pass catchers that you'll find in any of the 32 teams. Adam Troutman, Marquez Callaway, Traquan Smith, Alvin Kamara is the only saving grace, and if Taysom Hill is leading this offense, who knows how involved even he will be in the pass game. If Jameis is starting, he won't have the same benefit, that he had in Tampa Bay with elite wide receivers to bail him out of his YOLO play style, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin going up for these jump balls. I just don't have that same faith in Traquan Smith and Marquez Callaway. If Taysom Hill is the starter, we saw last year Michael Thomas was not efficient in that role. He's not going to be averaging the same 23.4 fantasy points per game that he averaged in 2019 when he was the wide receiver 1 overall. And for people to be drafting him in the 7th and 8th round, sort of banking on this comeback for the playoffs, when all the money is won in these leagues, it's almost assuming that Thomas is going to be that guy, and not the guy that he was last year when Taysom Hill was throwing him the ball and he was scoring, in those 4 starts, 3 games under 11 points, no games over 20 points in PPR. The quarterback situation just muddies everything. And the second point that we have to be worried about, and I think it's definitely a valid concern, is, how seriously is Michael Thomas going to be taking his own rehab? It came out earlier last week that Michael Thomas was reportedly not answering calls from the team. They recommended that he get this ankle surgery long ago in the offseason. He had a second opinion. He waited until June to go through with it, and that's why this recovery is spilling over into the regular season. Had he listened to the Saints team, medical staff, he potentially wouldn't be missing any games whatsoever. So the fact that he's missing these games is, on Michael Thomas. He should be taking accountability for that. Instead, he's cryptically tweeting about the Saints trying to ruin his reputation or whatever. Michael Thomas appears to have been at odds with the Saints for a while now. Nothing about this makes me feel like he's in a rush to get back. He is the reason why he is not there in week 1, not the team, not the injury, him and his decisions. And point number 3, like if Michael Thomas is going to come back and make an impact for your team still needs to be in position for that impact to be felt. I personally feel better just banking on a player like DJ Chark or Brandon Cooks or Jarvis Landry or Darnell Mooney, like guys who still have week winning upside, but I don't need to sacrifice a significant chunk of the season just for the potential that Michael Thomas comes back and plays like a player he hasn't been in over a year. This is more of a logic argument than a numbers argument, but I think the writing is on the wall. This is a common sense decision. Michael Thomas to me is a full fade at his current price. You're just risking too much for an upside that seems to be based purely on projection and shaky logic. I'll be fading Michael Thomas in all of my best ball leagues this season. I don't know, maybe I'm completely tweaking. If you disagree, drop a comment below and let me know why. Like, I want to know the reasoning why a lot of people are still drafting Michael Thomas over guys like Jarvis Landry and Brandon Cooks, etc. You know, these guys that I've been mentioning. If you have a good reason, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And I think that that's going to be it for this video, man. Again, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and we'll be back with more content very soon. Thanks for watching.